Oh, Barry. Barry, you little ripper. We're on again. I got hooked up again on the old G2 Mini. And another one. We're on again. All right, Baz has done it. Baz is on again. G2 Minis. A few battle scars there. We've only been here a couple of minutes, and this is, as I said before, it's the first time I've used these. Troy's done all the testing, and this is the first fish. A couple of casts in, I can't believe this. And it's a good fish too, real solid fish. On the G2 Mini Stanley, which is probably pushing 70, I'd say. Oh, look at this little darling. Look at the size of it. It's just the perfect size. And Troy's been absolutely smashing them. I only just got here this arvo. We've just come out, I reckon maybe three casts in. They've got so much swagger in the water, like for a small lure, they really go side to side, and we've got ourselves a nice fish. We'll get her out and have a look. All right, so just stick on the lie detector there. We've got about 72. So first fish of the trip, 72 centimetres. Troy's landed an 80 this morning on the old G2. Might be a few good days. Let's have a look at her. There she is. Can't keep this one. We're going to let her go. One of the breeders, and it's been a pleasure. So G2 Mini Series, got to check them out. They're just unbelievable. We'll let her go. Thank you, darling. Go back and do your thing. There she goes. And thank you. It's amazing how much action these guys have got for the size of the lure. They dart like 250 mil side to side. Obviously, like really stand out even in this dirty water. I got hooked up again on the old G2 Mini. I lost the Stanley before, wasn't happy about that, but I've got Barry on now. Oh, dropped him. Oh, felt like an all right fish as well. So this is Barry. I lost Stanley to something with teeth, probably a big tailor, but that's little Barry. They've really got a massive swagger for a small lure, 115. Well, they're not that small, but they really go side to side. These minis have got, the bigger ones have got I think 7 bearings in them. These minis have got 6, so they've got a real good rattle. Let's see, we'll get him back out and see if this time we can land it. Come on, Bazza, let's go. All right, Baz has done it. Baz is on again. I'm not sure, I don't think it's a real big fish. Not doing a great deal. But this is just a dynamite session. Really hard to see, the water's so dirty. Let's see what Baz has done for us. Oh, it's not a bad fish, it's not anything to write home about, but and there she is. Baz has done it again. We're fishing in about 2 foot of water. I can't even see the bottom. The water's so filthy. I'd love to be able to show you how the action of these things. They look so cool in the water, but the flatties are just absolutely loving them. And that's not a bad fish. You know, at Reel It In, we let a lot of our fish go, but we're not against keeping a couple of fish, and this is the perfect size. It's probably just probably around that 48 centimetres or something. So this one there is going to be fish and chips. That's absolutely one of the best eating fish you can get. So I've got the wind coming over my back, and I've got the current pushing up. So I'm utilising the wind to get my cast out a little bit further, but I do have to move the glide bait because it's not that deep. These things do sink. You can fish them in up to like 1.5 meters quite comfortably. We're in about 2 feet. It's probably 3 feet at absolute best. But also because the current's moving with me, I do have to move it quite quickly to make it do its action. If there was no current or I was against the current, it would go a lot quicker. But I do need to sort of put a little bit into the reel. So just flicking it out there, give it only a second or two to flick down. I'll just give it a quick little couple of whips there and off. And just a nice steady roll now. Most of these fish are hitting the lure like within first couple of winds. Another thing I'm really loving with this lure is I really don't like sort of hard lures, glides and all that wrap themselves up all the time, and every sort of third cast is wasted. These things really rare. They seem to just sit straight. Those bearings inside them really help get it out a bit of distance. I'm not really giving it too much curry, just letting the wind rip it out. A couple little beats of the rod there, get it down, and nice steady retrieve. And another one. Oh, and they are loving Barry today. And that's probably that perfect size. We got one fish for dinner each now. Little beat just to get it down again. Off we go. So these fish here would be sitting facing the other way. They'd be facing into the current, looking for anything cruising down with the current there, any sort of food. And then they see old Barry come over the top of its head, and bang. Well, Barry's on again. They're having an awesome little session. This is either a better fish or it's wrapped itself. It feels like a lot of weight there, but it could have a wrap around it and be coming in sideways. Something doesn't feel right. Hasn't taken a runner in it, but it does feel like a better fish. And it's playing like a better fish, so this could be the one we want. Now I might just have to come around here, I think. It is a better fish. As I said, we're fishing about 2 foot of water on the G2 minis, and we're having a ball, and this could be the one we want. It's definitely playing like a bigger fish now. Fishing on a really light drag. Now I have got one thing in my favour, that's the current. The way he's going, he's actually swimming against the current at the moment. It's taking a bit of line out now. But when I first hooked it, it didn't feel right. It just felt like, I don't know, it felt like it wrapped itself. But it is starting to take a runs like a better flatty now. I might just have to come around here. I'll just get that rod out the way, and I'll just grab that net. It's real close now, because the 70 before didn't really do much, considering it was a decent fish. This one definitely feels better, and it is, I'd say, better. It's not a huge monster, but it is a good fish. And there we go. Thank you very much, Barry. Oh yes, that is what we're talking about. All right, let's have a look. Oh, Barry, you little ripper. That's a solid fish. Man, they're in good nick. Unbelievable. Pinned beautifully there in the corner. What a lure. Tell you what, makes that 6-hour drive very, very worth it. That's a ripper. Always be super careful when you're picking up a fish when it's got trebles in its mouth, and hold it tight. Beautiful fish. I'm going to say probably high 70s. He's pushing 80. And Barry is getting some serious battle wounds there. I think he's landed about 7 fish for us so far in probably, I don't know, 45 minutes or something. Out a bit. Oh, around the 78 centimetres, so awesome. So that's a 72 and a 78. We'll let her go. Alrighty. Always support the fish nicely. I'm just gonna turn that around so she's running into the current, because that'll put, you can see the current there, and now the water can just run through her nicely. See how dirty that water is. Now she'll recover real good now, because that water is really coming through her gills now. You ready, darling? Just want to support that belly there. Just she can swim off then. Oh, she's going. Off she goes. Back to the depths of 2 foot. Okay. Well, here you go. Unbelievable. G2 minis. A few battle scars there. She's beat up, but she's still alive. Well, it's probably a he, Barry?